Hey, quick video I wanted to make here. I've been having this trouble with animations in Unity Engine, and I'm fairly certain there's been a lot of other people who've been in the situation. But basically, I have this animation clip here, and there's some broken references, right? And now most of you probably know you can fix a reference by clicking on it, hitting F2, and then changing the name. But there's a problem here in my case that's extremely annoying. I spent many hours trying to figure out like a way to kind of do this nicely without having to remake all of the animations here, all these key points. But basically, you can see here these are four objects, and they are canvas group alpha values. Um, yeah, so if I click on one, so this is the object that it's referencing, and it's the canvas group down here alpha value. So that's well, it's an alpha value, but it's an alpha value of something here. So category template left side. So that's actually this thing right here that it's referencing. So I could just change that, but I'm actually making some kind of more broader changes to these animations. So I don't want to use that anymore. I don't want to use this. In this case, it was left side. So it was, basically this particular thing was changing this. And then each of these is just a different, canvas group where it's changing the alpha. And essentially, I want to make these key points, these animations, um, animating just basic float values. Instead of animating the alpha value on the canvas group, I want it to animate um, another value in another script. So for example, I want to change it from animating this property to this property here, or these four right here. So this is a custom script, so I can change it. Um, and basically I want to change these four properties here to essentially have to be animated from this. And apparently there's no real way to actually do this. There's no way to just say, hey, I want to change, like I can change the object, but I can't change the property itself. Now, you can do that if you open up like the file that contains, these animations and, try to do some like basically you have to kind of like edit the YAML file, and I tried that, but it didn't really work out. There were some issues, stuff. It became more convoluted than it needed to be. When in reality there should just be a way to get around this. Anyway, so this was my solution that I came up with just now. I just felt like recording a video on it and uploading it to YouTube so that, you know, at least there's some solution, right? To in some way or another convert, these key values here to some other float property or whatever that's in some other object. Not the best solution, but it'll work for now, unless someone has some sort of tool to do some sort of conversion process with the YAML file or whatever. But anyway, so in this case, I'm going to just do one example, and then you'll get the rest. So in this case, left side. So it's I need to take note of that. So I'm going to say add property journal. So those values you see right here. So I'm going to do it's left side alpha. So click left side alpha, add it, and obviously it's blank. Now, what I tried doing originally was I tried copying, and maybe this works actually, I don't know. If this works, then it'll be even easier. But in my case, I just took the key values like this and selected, this entire area, and then clicked on this area, and, well, let's see, let me put into edit mode. Okay, so does it actually change? Okay, so it did appear to paste them. However, I think there's one thing. Okay, so all right, so there we go. Yeah. Okay, so I might have to fix something here because this is down at the bottom for some reason. It's down here. There's no key there. I think it's just because I think it's because of the fact that so okay, so one small thing here. Let me this is the way I was gonna do it. You select all the key points, whatever they're called, keyframes, that's what they're called, and go over here, select all of these, and then paste them in. But the problem is, of course, that this keyframe doesn't exist. Oh, there you go, delete it. There you go. I was gonna say, I know there's also like the different tangents and all that kind of stuff, and I was worried maybe that was the issue, but there you go. So that's yeah, you can see there if I look between them, they're exactly the same. So that's good. Like I said, you could also, if you knew how to do it properly, you could go into the YAML file and basically kind of update the references that way. I feel like that's just the way that would be the best way to do it. I tried to do it and it felt like it just didn't work. There was something broken or whatever. Um, if anyone knows a better way to do this, like if some sort of nice hacked up solution that is actually a lot better than this and allows me to just run a script that does basically what I said, transferring the key values, either transferring the key values to a different property or changing the property, the full property reference of one of these things um, automatically, that would be useful. But this was my solution. I couldn't think of it or find a better way to do this. I literally got so annoyed and have been annoyed by this system since day one of learn. Like I like the animation system. I like this whole interface, except for the fact that changing references is such a pain. Like it can't. Like it would be nice if it was automatic, but yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hopefully that was useful to some people out there. Have a good day.